At Euronews, we usually report big politics, but this time your reporter wants to ask a different question. How the Middle East conflict will affect your wallet? Recently, following US and Israeli strikes, Iran has moved to block the Strait of Hormuz. And what you need to know is that this is the ultimate geopolitical choke point, connecting the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. Let's investigate the economic impact. Let's start with an easy question. Do you have a car? Because 20 million barrels of oil squeeze through this narrow strait every single day. And as drone attacks halt major shipping, global oil prices have surged. This means immediate price hikes at the pump and rising supermarket inflation, since shipping everyday goods will simply cost more. And what about your house? Because the strait is not just for oil. A massive portion of global LNG relies on this route. And following the attacks, Qatar halted its LNG facilities, sending European gas prices up to the moon. And since Europe needs this gas for heating and electricity, expect higher household bills. Finally, the timing could not be worse for Europe, as the continent now relies on shipped LNG. And as European reserves are dangerously low right now, a sustained blockade leaves the EU exposed to high price spikes. And that's not great. And climate activists argue this crisis exposes the true weaknesses of a world chained to fossil fuels. They are pushing for a faster shift to homegrown renewables to escape the geopolitical shocks exactly like this one. However, until that energy transition happens, it seems this tiny maritime choke point will dictate the cost of living for you and for me.